Are we all prodigal sons? All throughout history, and the more that one read, man discovers the difference between his wants and his need. Adam was in the garden. Yep, he had it all. But the serpent and the woman, the tree of knowledge, the fall. Genesis 3 verses 14-20, because all of this complication aplenty. Chapter 4, Cain and Abel, 2 boys came first. But we know the story, how Cain suffered the curse. Chapter 6, the Lord said to Cain, why are you angry? What is the root of your pain? Sin is crouching at your door because of disaster. You can arise, but first you must master. Well, we all know the story. Cain gave way to sin, so he killed Abel, a way to avenge. At age 130, Adam's third son was Seth, the blessing from the Lord because of Abel's death. Through that son of Adam, we call chapter 5, may generations till Noah then keep us alive. Chapter 6, verse 6, man drifted away. The Lord said he was sorry.
That's okay, just
redo.
Keep it going.
Yeah. Chapter 6, verse 6, man drifted away. The Lord, he was sorry that he made them from clay. So verse 7, God said it. He was about to delete, but Noah found favor and saved his heartbeat. But finding favor with God doesn't guarantee a free ride. So God's plan for Noah, well, he'd be challenged and tried. Instruction for the ark. Can you see Noah's face? He wants me to build what? To save this human race? Lessons worth filing and records recorded for his way. Finding favor with the Lord, same then as today. The Lord uses the men of faith with sometimes impossible tasks, not our choice to choose, just to do what he asked. So chapter 6 and 22, Noah did all that he was told, and the floods came and destroyed. Noah was 600 years old. His wife and his sons and his daughters-in-law, they all were obedient, and they amazed at what they saw. Chapter 9, God blessed them. In verse 11, the covenant was made. And so it is with God's law. You can't barter, buy, sell, or trade. Chapter 12, we meet Abraham, and Abraham to be the father of nations. A slow start, wait and see. Chapter 18 and 4, the Lord said it best. There's nothing too difficult. So the results of this test then followed the story. Okay, what a plot. Sodom and Gomorrah, we learn from Lot. What evil knowing, what webs folks weave. Some things tweak the imagination, it's hard to believe. A fairy tale ending, the resemblance of days of our lives, the twisted deeds and actions of biblical husbands and wives. Sarah and Abraham, though 100 years old, the impossible happened in everything they were told. Again, Abraham found favor. Remember this story well. God blessed him with Isaac, but the next challenge seemed like hell. Testing Abraham in faith, though he had seemingly passed. Chapters 22, verse 2, one more test, not the last. Take your beloved son Isaac, sacrifice him as I say. Abraham rose early to get the most from that day. The ultimate sacrifice, none greater, not none, than a man give up to God his only beloved son. What Abraham expected, what Abraham got. We read it and reread it, believe it or not. Continue in time, one eye open at best, as mortal men will encounter several challenging tests. Over and over, history is in the book. We may at first have reservations, but we are compelled to look. Jacob and Joseph, his brothers 11, their story and more bring us all closer to heaven. All this is in Genesis, book 1 of 66. We may think our trials are bigger, but anything God can fix. We consider Moses and Aaron, David and Jonah and Job, every biblical character, investigate each life, probe, to find God's lesson, to forgive it out. We build up our faith, erase any doubt. Solomon and Samuel, Ruth and Naomi and Saul, the victors, the spoils, men of short stature, stood tall. A fairy tale ending, a resemblance of days of our lives, the twisted deeds and actions of biblical husbands and wives. I'm going to stop a minute because I think that's a repeat. Okay, now start. What we need, what we want, what we expect, not the same. This life that we're living, not a race, not a game. If there's a lesson, and I guarantee you there is, better we shake up our bottles before we run out of fizz. Make an Abraham or a Moses or a Joshua stand. Allow God to mold you. Life will never be bland. Don't expect the expected. Don't try to make sense. Don't worry about your scars or the scratches or dents. Just master some faith, lessons learned from God's Word. Actions, lack of actions from the stories we've heard. Why did it happen? What did we do wrong? Not questions that matter, not words to our song. If God's going to use you, me, and every soul, then He's going to try us and test us. That's His goal. His way or our way, abide or neglect. The results may astound us, not what we expect. Today or tomorrow, not yesterday, we know. If we wake up, it's certain. It's a green light, not red or slow. Not our path, but His, not tomorrow, next week. Our journey is special for each one, unique. Not faith, not deserving. Words we must abandon for sure, because what He has orchestrated, it will sure endure. Embrace your hill, your valley, suffer gladly in pain. Paul says it and lived it. Our loss is his gain. Your list or my list, what we want, what we need. Our vision's limited. This morning, take heed. If you think your faith is sufficient, be prepared for a test. Radical dependence on God, He will do the rest. Again, we reword it. What we want, what we need. Not always the same. Bible history we read.